I was in Las Vegas a few years ago and I learned a crucial skill that is necessary for entrepreneurs and small businesses to succeed. Welcome to the channel. My name is Rosh. This channel is all about finding your USC. What's your USC? Well, check in the description below. There's a download for you. I've had the opportunity to speak in Las Vegas a number of times, usually at conferences, and I wasn't the keynote speaker at one conference. I was actually a breakout session speaker, which was just fine. It was an intimate group of about 30, 50 people, which I got to share some ideas on social media. However, there was a big speech that was going on later in the day. It was in the big ballroom, and there I learned something that has stayed with me ever since. I have 3 skills I want to share with you in this video. However, I believe the first one is one of the most important skills you can learn and understand to grow your business in the digital age. I was all done talking to my group at this event, and the next big session was the keynote session. And the person giving the keynote was someone that I wanted to meet in person. Now, I had connected with them a few times online, but not much more than that. A few people know me in the industry, enough for me to get a small speaking spot at this conference. However, I didn't realize what was about to happen. I waited in line with everyone else. Actually, I tried to get as close to the front of the door as I could possibly get. So when they opened the door, I could find that person if they were in there, because I wanted to say hello. The doors flew open and there was a huge room full of tables and a lot of people behind me trying to get in. And I looked around and I saw the keynote speaker. So I made a beeline right to him and I walked right up to him and I said, "Hello, my name is Rosh." And he looked at me and said, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know you would be here." And I thought, wow, that is pretty cool. I didn't want to bother you. I know you have to give your speech, but I just wanted to say hello. And he said, "Hey, thank you for saying hello. And hey, maybe we can catch up later," or something like that. It was very brief. And I went over to my table and sat down getting ready for dinner. About 10 minutes later, I felt a tap on my shoulder and I turned around and it was the keynote speaker. He said, "You know, Rosh, I don't think many people here know me very well. Would you mind introducing me?" Now you have to remember, this was probably one of the biggest rooms I have ever been in, let alone taking a moment to stand in front of that room, unprepared, to say something to the entire crowd and introduce this person that I was all excited just to meet and shake his hand. So I got up on stage and I went up to the microphone and I said, "Hello, my name is Rosh," and I began to share some important information about the person that they were about to hear about on the stage, the keynote speaker. I said nothing more about myself, just some good, solid compliments about why these people should listen to the person coming up on stage. And then I said thank you, and I left. Yes, I had the opportunity to promote myself in front of a lot of the right people. However, I chose to promote and champion someone else. And quite honestly, that was the right choice. That person was why everybody was there. Yes, would I have gotten some opportunities? It's very possible. But the return on the investment that I made in that person was much greater, because for years afterward, he championed me. He recognized what I had done. He recognized the opportunity that I had in front of me. And he respected my decision to champion him over myself. And he shared my social media. He told people that I was a go-to person in the industry. And yes, it helped my career over years versus one night. Learning how and understanding how to champion other people is an important skill. The thing is, people will remember when you put your ego aside to support them. They remember when you introduce them to other people. And quite often, you will receive a good return on that investment. An investment in that habit. Make it a habit to champion other people. No, not everybody is going to return the favor, but a good number of them will. And opportunities will just seem to fall in your lap because someone thought of you at the right place and at the right time. The next skill was offered to me when I was a young salesperson. And I've shared this story before. I was working in a furniture store when I was starting my career. And a rather successful older salesperson came in, and we were walking around, and he was interested in my sales career. And I told him that my ambitions outside of that store. And he said, you know, I have a sales secret. And if you understand this, you will have great success. And I thought to myself, I said, well, what is this great secret? And he said, it's what I refer to as the old follow-up. And he's right. Being able to follow up, keep communications open, will make a huge difference in your business. Why? Because most people don't follow up. And you can leave a good impression and build a positive reputation for yourself and your company if you are good at following up. This last skill is absolutely crucial to being a successful small business owner or entrepreneur. Years ago, I put some ads out in newspapers and through the grapevine and through my networks to let people know I had a great opportunity. An opportunity to hire a couple people for a growing business. And 7 people applied, and I saved that day to interview each one. I was very hopeful that I would find the right person that day. However, I didn't. And the reason I didn't find the right person is that not one person showed up that day. Now, if you talk to employers, you'll hear similar stories. Now, they may not totally strike out with an entire day nobody showed up. That's the only time no one showed up. But it's pretty common that people just don't show up for opportunities. Or even to our number 2 skill, follow up. Let people know that they're not coming. So those reputations were trashed. Obviously, no follow-up, no show-up. But you need to show up. We need to show up. Those who succeed show up. How many times have you had people open a door for you and give you opportunities? It happens all the time. And quite often people make the conscious decision just not to show up. Showing up is half the battle. If you show up more than other people, you're going to win as an entrepreneur. You're going to win as a business person. Hey, if you found this video valuable, give it a thumbs up to let other people know it's a valuable video. And please share this video with that one person you know would find value from this video and this channel. And of course, I will see you in the next video.